Hello guys, welcome to my channel English with Nusrat. Today I'm so super excited. Today I'm going to share one of the story. My intention is that how to the practice of reading escape. And right now I'm going to read this story. The name of the story, What's in It for Me? Ajit told Anand, will you go to fetch my clothes from the dhobi? Anand was reading a book and said without looking up, then what will you give me? Ajit smiled and said, I will give you nothing. Why should I give you anything? You are the part of the family. Anand looked up now. Oh, but that is not true in our house. He declared, whenever my dad tells me to do some work, I ask for a reward and he gives it to me. Aji was surprised. Let me talk to your father. The joy of helping someone itself is a reward. This is not right. Dad is a big officer in a bank, and can he make a mistake? Asked Krishna with a great surprise. He may be an officer in the bank, but at the home he is your father and my son. I will talk to him. If you go on like this, you will become a like Mushika. What's a Mushika? Asked Sharon. Aji looked around. There was no sign of Aji's. Probably churning out some last minute masala powder for the motors to take back with them. He looked pleased. Today, I will tell you a story of Mashika and what happens if you want to be the paid for every little things. Mashika, the mouse, walked gently down the road and whistling a happy tune to himself. There had been a storm early in the day, which had got rid of the summer heat. He had just eaten a big, juicy mango that had fallen in the storm, so his tummy was full and he was as pleased as a bunch. On the road, he saw a twig also fallen from the tree above in the storm. Now Mouse will store and keep anything, hoping it will be of use one day. So Mushika picked up the string in his mouth and set off. A little ahead, he met a potter. The potter was sitting with his hat in his hands. Why? Because his oven had been drenched in the rain and now he didn't have enough dry wood to light it again. How would he bake his pot and sell them? As the potter sat avaling in front of his house, Mushika walked up and watched him for some time. Push up, brother, he asked with the twig still clutched in his mouth. At first, the potter paid no attention to the stranger talking mouse. Then, when the Mushika asked him again and again, he told the little creature why he was crying. Mushika nodded, kept the twig aside, and said, "Gee, this is a twig has dried in the wine and can be used to light your clay. I will happily give it you, brother Potter. But what's in it for me?" The Potter thought hard and deciding that a little mouse couldn't ask for much, said, I will give you whatever you ask for. In a flash, Mashika replied, then give me that a large pumpkin that is lying in the corner of the room. The potter was astonished. How can a mouse carry a pumpkin beside he had been looking forward to the lovely pumpkin curry his wife would make for him that night? Do something else, little mouse, he urged, but the Mushika was stubborn. The pumpkin for the string or nothing. So the potter gave the Mushika the pumpkin. The mouse was delighted. He had made mighty human do what he wanted. He left the pumpkin near the potter's house. saying he would collect it soon and set off down the road again. Further ahead, a milkman was sitting by his cows, shaking his head. What's up, brother milkman? Asked a chilly voice to his astonishment. The man saw a mouse with a bright eyes peeping up at him. Sadly, he shook his head some more then said, the storm scared my cows and they are refusing to give me a milk. What will I sell today and what will my family eat? Spicy pumpkin curry if you want. Surely you are joking. My friend, I have a 10 people at home. Where will I get a pumpkin large enough to feed everyone? Just walk back the way I came. You will reach a potter's house, and right beside that, I have a left pumpkin. That's a mine, and you can have it. But what's in it for me, brother? The milkman shrugged and said, whatever you want, like the potter, he thought. What can a mouse want? Mushika said, then give me a cow. Are you mad? A pumpkin for a cow? Whoever has heard such a thing? It's that or nothing, my friend, replied Mushika firmly. So the milkman went and got the large pumpkin and gave one cow to the mouse. A big cow with a large horns that listened to what he commanded Mushika. The mouse couldn't believe his luck. Off he went, seated on the cow, whistling another happily tune, and when he stopped in front of a marriage hall, there were people standing around looking sad and worried. They should be busy preparing for the marriage feast. Even the bride and the groom were standing with long faces. What's up, brother groom? Called Mishika, sitting atop his cow. The groom replied gloomily, there is no milk to prepare the winding key. How will the wedding feast be complete without the dessert? Mushika grinned and worry not. Here, take this cow. She is now happy and will give you milk. But what's in it for me, brother? The groom was very happy and said, why, you can have whatever you want. You can eat your fill of the feast, sweet, flour, fruits, whatever your heart desire. The mouse kept quiet. Give the cow to the vending party. The milk, the milk, the cow, and had plenty of milk. There was a great vending feast. After the party was over, the mouse replied in a flash, give me your bride. The groom and everyone in the marriage, the party were astonished at the mouse cheek. The groom was about to give him a good whack when his newly wedded bride stopped him. You had given him your word that he could have whatever he wants. Let me go with him. I will teach him such a lesson that he will never try to carry off another human bride again. Her husband agreed, and so off she went with the mouse. Mushika scampered ahead, eager to show the bride his hope. But what was this? Why was she walking so slowly? Hurry up, bride, he called it. It's about to rain again. The bride replied, I am human. I can't run as fast as you. So Mushika had to slow down. By the time they reached his home, and which was a little hole under a tree, he was very hungry. Cook me a nice meal with lots of grain, he commanded. The bride nodded and said, of course. But where is the kitchen, the spices, the oil, and the vessel? I am human. After all, I can't cook only grains. The mouse realized he was in a real fix having the god this useless the human back with him. Never mind, he sighed, at least come inside the house. Oh, but how will I do that? Well, the bride, I can't sit even a toe inside that hole. It is so small. Where will I sleep tonight? He roared. How about under that tree? The Mushika suggested, pointing to another a big tree nearby. No way, sniffed the bride. It will rain and I will get wet, and I will catch a cold, then a fever, and I will need a doctor who will give me the better medicine. Now she started wailing even louder. Shush, shush. Mashika comfort her, the thinking he should have agreed to eat his fill of the bending the fist instead of the bringing this a stranger Winnie woman back home with him. How about you stay in the temple veranda for the night? He suggested, pointing to a big temple across the road. Oh, but Thieves and the robber will come there and try to snatch away my lovely jewelry, cried the woman. And then suddenly she dried her tears and said, what if I call my friends Ram and Sham to protect me? Before Mushika could say anything, she whistled loudly and called it Ramu Shamu. From now we were a big dog, and a cat appeared next to her and made as if to eat of Mashika. Oh, how he ran and saved his life by jumping into the safety of his hole. The bride grinned it and went back to the her binding the feast with her the faithful pets. As for Mashika, he had to go to sleep on an empty stomach that night. Tomorrow he cited perhaps there will be another storm and went off to the sleep. How was the story? Do you like this story? You should do the practice reading skill in this way. I will be meet in the next video. Thank you for watching this video.